Day 2.
Bore da pawb, croeso in all. I shouldn't say that really. Anyway, bore da pawb, good morning all and welcome back. It is Sunday the 22nd of March and where are we? Here we are, Pontsticill Reservoir, and unfortunately, as you can see there, we don't have water over the plug hole, but it is full. Last time we came here there was no water anywhere that you see here. Anyway, the time is 5 to 9 and it is already boiling hot. The sun is out and it's time for some breakfast. We have got Nova into some sort of good state. Was not woken up, but there were kids about last night in their cars and they've left rubbish down there, so we're going to pick that up because do you know what? Just over here is a bin. Now kids seem to forget what bins are actually used for, and as you know, rubbish really does get my freaking goat. Anyway, this is the dam. Look, the sun is up there shining like a beast, and here is the tower and the plug hole. As I said, the plug hole isn't or hasn't got water cascading down it, which is a shame, but that is going to make some really nice drone footage. But before that, what we need is some breakfast and a nice mug of black coffee to wake us up just a little bit. So anyway, there's Nova, look, there she is. We did have a good night's sleep last night and there she is in tidy mode. Right, time for some breakfast and see what today holds. Right, breakfast is now ready, so not a bad view for breakfast, is it? And I just have to say thank you to Jacobs, my grandson, for the mug. Always bring that when I'm on my adventures, and yeah, what a nice cup of coffee. Anyway, we have cereal, protein bar, orange juice and an apple, and then we are going to get mouth the drone up, the DJI Air 3S, and then we're going to walk around the reservoir and take David the drone with us, the DJI Mini 4 Pro. So anyway, that is my breakfast view. Lush. Right, we've had breakfast and as you see, other people's rubbish. So what we're going to do is carefully pick that up. We can't pick every bit of rubbish up, but we can do a little bit, can't we? And I say, here is the fucking bin. I hate people that litter. It is just senseless, I suppose. And oh, sorry, probably lost me out of the shot. And there is my rubbish, look, and guess where that's going? Yep, it's going in the bin. As simple as that. And I can tell you for sure it wasn't, look, a bag on here. Why? All we need to do put it in the bin. Simple as. Anyway, right, we're just going to finish our cup of coffee, then we are going to get a few photos of the straining tower and the plug hole. The plug hole is, I think, the only one in Wales, I think, if my information's correct, and the water comes out just down the bottom here somewhere. Yeah, it I think is the only plug hole in Wales. There is a similar one in a Lady Bower, and of course it's used to keep the level of the reservoir from topping over the dam wall, to keep it to a safe level. Anyway, we will give you a little bit of information in a little while, just to tell you how much water it holds, etc, etc, and then we will be off for a walk around, as I said earlier. Right, and it is baking. Lush. Nice to have a bit of sunshine for the whole weekend. We are off now, just to give you some information while you look at that view. So Pontsticill Reservoir, or Taf Vychan Reservoir, is a large reservoir on the Taf Vychan, laying partly in the county of Powys and partly in the county borough of Merthyr Tydfil in South Wales. It lies within the Brecon Beacons National Park, or Banau Brycheiniog in Welsh, and Forest Fawr Geopark. So there you have a look at the straining tower and the plug hole again. Very popular running and cycling route. So the 110-foot high embankment has, since its completion in 1927, been holding back 15,400 megalitres of water, wow, for the supply to the industry and the population of South Wales. At maximum fill level, the modern reservoir is continuous with Pentwyn Reservoir, sometimes referred to as Dol y Gaea Reservoir or Llyn Lake, which suffered major water loss after completion due to the presence of major fractures in the bedrock beneath the dam. Wow, not very good, is it? Relating to the Neath disturbance, a major geological fault which runs northeast to southwest through the area. Wow, look at that, what a view. We are going to get the drone up fairly soon. The Taff Trail runs through the woods on the western side of the reservoir, whilst Merthyr Tydfil Sailing Club is based on the eastern bank. The Brecon Mountain Railway, which goes from over there, look, is a heritage steam railway which runs on the route of the former Brecon and Merthyr Railway up the eastern side of the reservoir from Pant Station to Dol y Gaea, and since the 1st of April 2014 on to Tor Pantai, the line's summit. There we are, we're nearly halfway across now. Sorry for the traffic noise, and I know we're into the sun, but this is where the water treatment happens down there, look. Last few bits about the reservoir while we continue walking over. Most of the banks of the reservoir have been heavily afforested by Welsh Water. Through management of these woods is undertaken by Natural Resources Wales on behalf of the company. We all know about the NRW, don't we? And we all know about Dŵr Cymru too, getting a bad press at the moment. I think their fine was £44.7 million, but as usual the consumer will be the ones end up paying that fine, won't they? Anyway, we're not here to talk about that. Right, finally, part of the 2010 film Submarine was filmed on the reservoir walkway. The reservoir's bellmouth slipway, also known as a plug hole, featured prominently in the opening scenes of the BBC's 2021 television drama entitled The Pact. as well as the final episode of the series. So underneath this reservoir, of course, there would have, well, this would have been farmland. So it's reported that underneath the reservoir are scattered houses, the vicarage, Capel Taf Vachan, the 15th century Dolagaya church, and a congregational chapel. The graveyard of Capel Bethlehem was moved. There we are, so underneath there. Right, that's okay. Time to go back to Nova now and get Browd Maud. And if I can, I will get some photos from the last time I was here, where the reservoir was empty. Oh, it wasn't empty, but it wasn't full, put it that way. Okay, right, and then off for the walk to get our steps in. So there we are, a little brief history and a few facts about the reservoir itself. And I think the sign up by Nova says that the 15,400 megalitres of water is equivalent to 6,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Whew, that's a lot of water. Wow. Right, okay, back to Nova now. If I find out any more information, we will let you know. If not, you'll get some drone footage and the usual photos at the end of the vlog. It's been nice to get out in Nova. I nearly went home last night because like there were these kids messing about, and yeah, I don't know, but we didn't. So yeah, always nice to get the first one out. Yeah, a couple of cyclists coming around the corner now, look. Right, just a bit more information. As I said, there might be on the sign. So it says the reservoir is over 2.5 kilometers long and 29 meters at its deepest part. It's 33.5 or 3.5 meter high dam, holds back, there we are, 15,000 megalitres of water. So yes, there we are. The Bellmouth slipway in the photo, well, you'll see that, is one of its kind in South Wales. So it doesn't say in Wales. I'll wonder where the other one is then. I'm not sure there is another one in Wales, but if there is, what we're going to do in a future vlog and adventure, we'll find it. Right, drone footage time. That is the reservoir done. Some lovely photos, lush reflections on a sunny day. As I keep saying, just slightly disappointed the plug hole wasn't overflowing to get some slow motion footage of that, but never mind, we will be back for about the 4th time. This is about the 3rd time we've been here, and we're off for a walk now, as I said earlier, and not quite sure where we're going, but I've got an idea, because I think it's where we went to last night, thinking it was the park up, and it wasn't. So anyway, let's get on. My Fitbit says just shy of 5,000 steps already this morning, and the time is only 20 to 11 and we've done half-hour steps. Right, okay, there is a walk down here. We might go down there actually later to a burial ground. Or shall we do it now? I tell you what, let's do it now and just see what it is. We like to go to these weird places, don't we? And a burial ground is not your normal Sunday route, so let's just see what it's all about while we're here. Okay, I was expecting it to be like an ancient burial ground. I suppose they are old, aren't they? But it is a graveyard. So we won't spend too much time here. We will have a quick walk around. What a peaceful place to be buried. I'm not sure that they bury here now. And here's one that's sort of open, look. Collapsed graves everywhere. And yeah, so that's about it. It's just a little piece of woodland really. So you can hear the birdies singing in this lush sunshine today. And yeah, look at that. Okay, just a walk around and then we will get back on our intended walk. So we've come for a little walk and I can see and hear the steam train that I was talking about just over in the distance along the bank. And this might be a future park up here because it's lush. We've got a view of the reservoir itself. Wow. We'll have to find out how much that is. I wouldn't mind going on that next time. I think we'll park up here next time. We'll go and get some information, and we'll do a separate vlog on this, and we'll go for a ride on that train, I think. Stunning. So that area there is where we came to last night, and we were going to park there, but we decided it wasn't where we wanted to get to. So we got to where we parked, and you've seen where we are. And walk in, because I walked to this bridge where I'm going to stop and have a drink. And there were frogs crossing the road going towards the water, so I picked, must be 3 or 4 of them up and put them in the verge closer to the water. That's the way they were facing, so I'm hoping that's the way they wanted to go. So anyway, yeah, we're going to have a pit stop. We're roughly about halfway round now, I think, and we'll have an apple and a drink of squash. So we are halfway round, crossed the bridge, and we are now walking along the Llyn. I don't like calling them reservoirs and I don't like calling them lakes, so we'll keep to the Welsh for Lake Llyn. We saw the steam train but didn't have enough time to get the camera on or get the drone up, which was a shame. But yeah, I'll see what time it returns, and maybe we might hopefully get some footage a bit later on. But we are definitely going to investigate how much it is and where we catch it from and all that sort of stuff. And when we do that as a separate vlog, we'll document that for you and give you the information. We are nearly back at the dam wall. I'll get you in some good light. And anyway, we saw this bridge and there's a gate post on the right hand side. And you know what's written on the gate post? You'll never guess, and I've never been here before, and nor has Nova. Nova. Anyway, no, Nova's never been here, but yeah, that's quite funny. Anyway, right, let's get back to the real Nova. Oh, it's lush. We've got some drone footage of the train, but unfortunately we didn't capture the sound on my action camera. Anyway, I'm not sure how good the footage will be, so we might only include 30 seconds or so. Anyway, we've come to this top viewpoint now. I wasn't going to, but I thought, bugger it, we're going to stop here and have some lunch. We've done now over, well, nearly 18,000 steps. And that equates to nearly 8 miles. And that's just today. Right, lunch in Nova with that view. We are now going to end this weekend with some drone footage of Nova parked up where we had lunch. The sun's decided to make a reappearance again, so there's Nova looking very dirty. But who cares when you've got that view. Gang of guys down there having a barbie. And look like they cleaned their mess up because they've picked some rubbish up, so hopefully they'll do that. Right, some drone footage to finish this weekend off. And remember that motto, well, 2 actually. If you can't be good, don't get caught, but always be safe. And remember, if you leave a mess, you'll spoil it for the rest.